Hi, this is Paul Carlson, CPA with Law Firm Velocity. In this video, we're looking at the 4 check management statuses or print, not print statuses used when posting new checks into Soluno. Note that we are not using the payable and batch payables process, that we are just posting a check into Soluno and selecting how we want that check to be printed or run through the system. So we have an example check on the operating account for today for $1. And let's talk through some of these different options down here. So the first status is request. That Soluno is designed for larger law firms, and how request would be used is a paralegal would know that we need a advanced client cost check to go to a vendor, that the paralegal could enter the check request into the system, put a note on the check request, and hit save, and then through a day or two, all those check requests are fed over to the controller's or office manager's office, where they can go through and approve the checks and then print the checks and return those to the paralegals. So it's just an automated way to do check requests coming in from multiple users. The other option is release print now. So what this is, and notice the status up in this box. So what this is saying is we're going to print this check, and as soon as we hit save, it's going to start a queue where we can print this one check right now. So we're going to hit save, and boom, it's asking for our next check number. We click OK, and it's going to generate the check, and we print it out. I'm thinking that should probably never be used, that you want to set a workflow where you print a group of checks once a day or once every couple days. But everyone has special case uses. The third one we're going to look at is release never print. So this is a status of where the check is not going to be printed anywhere else through the system. And so this is used when checks are manually written. So say you wrote this check manually and it was printed on check 458. And that's the process you would use to record the check printed outside of the system. And then this would also be used as if you're doing a conversion and you have to post a bunch of checks that were posted through a different accounting system. And finally, you get to look at the one that most people probably want to use is print later. So this is we post the check, our check number says at printing, and at this point we could post this check, hit save, post a couple other checks, hit save, and these are all going into a queue where we're going to print one batch of checks later. That for most firms, the workflow is you enter ILTA draws and you print a batch of checks, or you enter several operating checks and you print the batch. So this is usually going to be your go-to answer. So I'm going to hit save, and we're going to do a follow-up video on how to go ahead and print that batch of checks. Thanks.